Well, here we are. It is now Sunday morning and we're going to get this fixed up here. So we obviously stuck this in the ground, but had this not been so wore, this wouldn't have pulled off that pin on the back side. So it's a heavy shouldered pin, and everything's kind of wore. It pulled that off of that bushing on the inside there, and then it allowed it to fall on back here like that, drug itself, and stretched it all out. So we'll get this off, straighten it. I'm gonna pull this header height control arm out of there and leave it out of there. Now, some of you might be saying, well, geez, Andy, if you're running header height control, that wouldn't happen. I don't run header height control. Why? Because it takes too long to respond. So, and then when you're going along and you ride up on a corn stalk, the damn head will come up in the air, and it's just a pain in the butt. So we've got to do a little welding here. We've got this bracket back here that's cracked. We just need to put a little weld on that. Pull these bolts out, get this on the bench, straighten it, kind of weld it back together, just get it all straight like, and then put it on there. These pins here, I might have to weld a washer on there or whatever. They are wore. We basically need some new hardware here. We'll have to order that stuff here tomorrow. So let's go ahead and get this apart, get the knives sharpening on the chopper, do a little welding in there. We also need to replace this knife here on the head. Was it this one? I think it is this one. We're missing the bracket that goes down on this cleat here. I thought this one was cracked. One of these blades here is cracked, and it's going to cut like that, but because it's cracked, it's going to end up just breaking. So it's this yellow one here. So we got to replace the yellow one and then put a bracket in there. We're broke. Our tips are missing here, and there. So let's get some parts exchanged, and we'll get them on there. I do have a hub here with newer knives on it. However, I thought I needed a black one. So let's get that apart. so we've got this apart, and here's our bushing that we're going to weld the washer on because we don't have a new one. And then this would have been in there, and it's all wore out. Right? So we'll weld the washer on there. Get this guy straight again, right? Tight. This is weak. Get like a crescent wrench on there. I think it's too far gone. Is it shaped that way to begin with? Yeah, I think we're a little puckered here. We might not be able to use this again. Is it twisted or is it supposed to be like that?
This just has to come over back to shape.
So this, I think this has to twist.
Twist like that.
So you need to clamp that like that. Get a big slide, hit it right there.
Just because there's binding on that. That's what I would.
Yeah, but see, this is bent.
Oh, that's just gotta go.
So if we straighten that, all of this is screwed up because it's not. Now I think it's not bad, but see, this has got to go back a little bit. But if you look, it's bent right there.
Yeah.
That's almost there. Watch yourself, I'm going up. Just watch it, the vibration could cut your hand right there. That's not bad. All we gotta do is just get it to go back together and stay on there, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, bolt this together so we're true there, and then mend this back and weld it.
You
So,
want to just fold that down?
yeah. Yeah. I'll get that welder set up if you want to get that in there and tight. It's probably gonna fall out, but we can hold it.
That won't work.
Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, either or. This is the pain in the ass part. Listen, I'll take apart that. Gotta have a 15mm socket. I think there might be one in that bucket and a long extension. Take this stud off. That one right inside there. That'll unhook the battery. It's just a bolt. Long extension, 3/8 drive socket, 3 drive extension. That'll take that ground strap off.
There's a knot on the other side.
No, there's not. It's just a stud.
19mm.
15. There's one in here, I think, in this bucket.
Good chop on brakes.
Yeah.
Do the Andrew pack?
Alex will have to pack if her truck ain't running. So,
What's the matter with her truck?
it's got a coolant line that's broke.
That was missing one of them pins, and it was tied up with a zip tie, and I had to cut the zip tie. And when I got done, I had lost the other pin. You know, them
Oh, really?
thin pins. I don't know what the hell's up with that, but. And when I got to the field, it was the 2 little short pins were in, but the other pins were still pinned up. They weren't put in.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so we've got this welded and back together. So we'll get putting it back on. Oh, Davey?
Yeah.
It's up in the service truck. The compartment on this side, we've got the welding leads in the front right compartment. That next compartment back, you'll see a bunch of these knives in there. And there should be another bucket like that. There might be a plastic bag that's got like sections in it with bolts in there. So there'll be lock nuts in there. So I folded up before I could show you guys. That all fixed up and we can show you in the field. We've got that on there, new knife on it, and we had to tighten up that crop keeper from what happened here the other day. Them bolts loosened up. So we are going to roll on out of here right now and get after it. We did not put the header height control mechanism on there. It ended up ripping the wires out of it anyway, so I've got to redo the wiring on this little dongle plug, and we'll save this for a rain day. The next guy can deal with that, right?
No,
the next guy can deal with it. Well, we're moving right along here. Everything's working pretty good. We are cutting around the outside of this field, and we had a couple of trees down. Andrew's pushing them out right now, because he knows we're coming in behind him. But there was a big one right there, and then there was another one down here a little ways. He's getting them out of there. And we can just kind of cut it straight now. We don't have to drive around them. But that one was pretty big. I seen that one. This other one down here, I wasn't able to see that great. So they can do a lot of damage when you come up on them and don't see them there right away. See, that one kind of broke off about 8 foot above ground. Let's get that pushed off. Triangle piece here, and we've got trucks stacked waiting for these short rounds to get done. So I've got 3 trucks working this triangle. We just come down that away, and my father, he's turning around and going back. motor just keeps singing. Got 5 straight trucks running today, 2 tractor trailers, and we are 2 miles away from the farm. On long rounds, and they're barely keeping up until I get into short rounds. So I'm jumping around my nephew here. My father's set. We'll zing off these short rounds the best we can. This is heavy right here. Yield real good. 25 ton to the acre. And this way, yeah, works good this way. Sometimes we do this kind of thing with just 2 trucks. We run down 2 sides, not 3. My father said that 3rd truck is just placed now. Housing out. And then if I was to wait for that truck, see where he's at, he could just very carefully just take his time, and then I come in and I got a truck under the pipe. No one's having to hurry. Everything's nice and smooth. The whole time this triangle's just getting smaller and smaller. My nephew's just about placed, and he didn't have to rush at all. He can just get himself set. Father's half loaded. And I've got 2 straight trucks on deck. I'd like to have one to open up this next little tiny section here. Got an island of trees to go around here. That next truck slides into place. I'm not moving fast. I'm not waiting. The truck is there before I need it to be there. And no one's rushing. Everybody is just slamming into place. Everybody's just kind of doing the square dance kind of thing here. L-man left. Working smooth. Pulls out, no one's reversing, no one's doing any of that bogus bullshit. field I planted this year. This is a Pioneer P1449 BMR variety. It's a long day. Corn, 114 day. Today is October 6th. Sunday, October 6th. And we started chopping on September 16th. All of our BMR varieties that we planted, we had fungicide applied. And they have done really well. So my father's got 2/3 of a load on here, and he's jogging out of the way. He wants to know how much he's got. He didn't get the nod from me, so he's going back to get another round, and then we'll probably let him go. He knows he's about loaded. We got one tractor trailer that just came by. That tractor trailer I ended up opening up on, coming up through the start of these short rounds. This one particular field that we are in, we call this the roller coaster lot. It's got some pretty good hills in it. And the camera doesn't really show it, but there's a pretty good steep one right there. And there's an island of trees on our left-hand side that we're working around right now. Knocking this triangle right out. Don't quite have enough room for us there. We're gonna come through. Just pull it out. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you guys know the drill by now, right? Circle back. It's best when you got these trucks just going in forward motion. There's no reason why you have to have the trucks backing up and doing 3-point turns. Have enough on when we get to the end here. Back that away. Go ahead and get where your grandfather was, Teddy, and we'll zing that off. Right where, well, right in behind me. I'll just circle around and get it on you. So we can actually move a little easier than a truck can. Alright, so he didn't quite get it, but that's alright. We'll just circle around. It's alright. I want to take one of these empty 10-wheelers. We're going to go around that island. Lower side or upper? I'm gonna start on this side, and then I'll top these 2 other 10-wheelers off once we pull out through. What I've got now is 2 empty 10-wheelers. and Denny. So we'll put you guys there, and well, what we've got is this island. We're gonna zing around that island. We got a tractor trailer here too, but it's just easier on the 10-wheelers. So Sarah's jumped into place here. She is under the pipe. I need to keep the right hand side out of the dingleads and the bushes and the branches and the trees. I need to protect the right hand side of the head at all costs. Seen what happened yesterday. The other thing we want to do is we want to keep that stream of silage going in the box. So I've got, what I have is a camera on that spout. Most of you guys know that by now if you've watched along. That's how I'm able to keep that stream of silage coming out of the pipe going into the box. I like putting the edge of the field on my right side. Doesn't matter if I'm in a tractor or the chopper. And what I can do is I can keep one eye on the right hand side of the head, and I've got my other eye on the camera that is on the display, bolted to the bracket that goes in between the front corner post and the rear corner post. Now this is a little bit of a steep encroachment here, getting up this little frickin' hill. Keep it in the box, and the whole time I gotta try to keep the head out of this frickin' dirt. I gotta keep it out of the frickin' trees, so I gotta make sure I'm steering correctly. Oh, we popped her out of the box there a little bit. Pop going in now. And then what we try to do is go slow enough so that in the event that we have a downed tree like we seen earlier, we can get on the radillo and say, hey, we're scalping right now. We do have a pretty good bumper on the chopper with some rubber guides that hopefully protect the front of the truck, but you don't ever want to rely on them. Alright, we are just about to the end of this little area here. That the guy that plants this doesn't get too close to a stump. Tree stump on the edge of the Alright, so I got the pipe set. Circle around, Alex. Sarah. So we don't want her coming right down in alongside us in the event that she gets sliding. We don't want to have a collision. So she circled back. She circled around. Denny, I'll take you. She circled around up top, and then that way she can come right on in here. Alright, truck 15 rolling on in there. Alright, so that's how that process is done. Short rounds done so that we can get into the long rounds again. Alright, we'll join up with you guys in a little while. This is what things look like from up above here. Let me go on Denny, Bill. Do you have anything on, Bill, or are you empty?
I was working on that triangle with you.
Okay. Alright, Bill, Denny's got more on. I'm going to take him right to where I go up straight over the hill, and then I'll go on to you behind me.